thinking we're doing the show, but you never clicked the button.
Yeah, I don't know how to do anything anymore.
Have you ever seen that episode of the Power Rangers when they fight a bad guy?
Yeah. Oh, I did see that one.
Nice. That was a good episode. Also, you know what time it is? This Week in Comics. This Week in Comics. This Week in Comics. This Week in Comics. Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed as that was
Sam.
going,
Sam the
you
King.
weren't like muted. I don't know. So maybe you can talk during that. Can you talk during that?
Oh,
That's
I
a
don't know.
question I don't know the answer.
We'll find out
to.
next time. Hey,
During
everybody.
no, you can't talk during that.
It's
thing.
This Week in Comics. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
Or a bad
Whoa!
idea.
And this is Comic Burrito This Week in Comics. Man, I'm rusty.
Ish.
That just went into muscle memory because I don't actually remember how to intro the show anymore.
Yeah. This Week in Comics ish
Ish.
for one last time.
This,
Yeah,
This
yeah.
ish.
This ish. This ish.
This ish.
Also, I got this out
week-ish.
today. I wore this around the house a little bit.
Ooh. It's a throwback.
Take a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's
did you see it?
not
Yeah, I
here.
did.
Oh,
Arr, arr, arr.
Hazel didn't like the teeth.
No?
I also found the
Weird.
one with
Kids
the
usually
burrito
love
tooth
it.
in
Especially
my,
when you wear it with a headset.
Yeah, I found the one with the burrito tooth in my underwear drawer,
Me too.
and I was like,
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
I'll put that on.
Put that on. What's up, Manny? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start drinking again too. It's not a thing usually.
I got a
What's
Rolling
up?
Rock. It's green and blue and white.
Way to
In
describe
case you
that
didn't know what
can.
colors were.
You're,
Now I have a
I'm
fancy
glad to
color.
see your description
It's where,
skills have not
sight-impaired-
been deterred in the absence.
No,
That's great.
I know
For our
colors.
sight impaired fans, or our colorblind fans who can't see it.
Would describing the color help?
No. So that's a question that I asked. Do you ever wonder, like, what if green to me looks different than green to you, but
Yeah, you don't-
everything that's green is the same to you as it is, like,
Yeah.
everything I see as green, you see as green, but they look different.
Yeah, I have been high in my 20s. I've definitely thought of that.
I was just wondering that earlier today.
Yep, that checks out.
I don't know that it would matter, but yeah.
What's up? What's up,
Oh, welcome.
Aggress? Aggressively relaxing. And I mean, yeah, sure.
Comic book day.
They
Happy
make
New
it in
Comic
a
Book
30
Day.
pack. I
Oh.
haven't have it in a while, and I saw it was in a 30 pack, and that
There's
keeps
only one
surprising
30
me.
pack that I ever get.
Love
Oh,
is
it's
a
hams. You changed
strong
your
word
tune, and I'm proud of you.
It's because hams became easier to get.
Yeah, and it's far superior to all other beer in the 30 pack.
I prefer it over PBR, and that was my
Yeah.
standard. So it's my new. It fills the bottom half of my fridge in the basement.
I was gonna get that, and then I was like, "What? This Rolling Rock is here? I don't know the last time that I've had that."
How do you prefer it to hams?
I mean, it's fine. I'd probably wish I got hams, but I have this now, so this is what I'm drinking.
It's your next 30 beers.
Well, I think I've had at least I bought this 2 weekends ago, so I've at least had 12 of them.
Nice, at least.
Rolling Rock's a beer that I buy, and I'm always like, why did I get this?
Yeah,
Because you forgot about it.
It's
That's
not.
the
It's not
exact reason.
fine. It's not bad. I'll drink it. If I went to somebody's house and they're like, Nick, have a beer, I wouldn't be like, ew, no thanks. But whenever I buy it, I drink it, and it's like I should have got just something else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do at your house when you give me one.
Ugh.
Ugh, no
Just
thanks.
throw it like
Bat it out of your hand.
Just
Yeah.
break it on your skull.
Beer
Yeah.
water. It's what plants crave.
It's beer water. It's what beer craves.
Yeah. It's what
This
burritos
water tastes
crave.
like beer.
Yeah.
It is a
Sounds
good
nice.
beer on a hot day.
Yeah.
Just did a
Mhm.
bunch of yard work.
I mean, I
all
think that's any
sweaty.
beer really in a 30 pack, though, right?
That's where I like
In a
my
30 pack, yeah.
I like my Heinekens like that.
Ooh, yeah. Crisp.
In a
Nice
bottle.
crisp Heineken in a bottle on a hot day.
Yeah. Get the condensation on the glass and you can
Oh,
wipe your
yeah.
brow with it.
Yep. It really makes the wife go, ooh.
Ugh, smack your beer out of your
Yeah,
hand. I'm not
it
drinking
is.
that. Are you didn't have to drink it. I'm actually drinking it, but now you broke glass on
There's
the
glass
patio.
on the patio.
and-
I was gonna say patio too.
What happened to my feet? They're bleeding now. We got to go to the hospital. This is all your fault.
This is what happens when you try to shotgun a glass bottle.
Thanks.
There has to be
Bob.
video people doing that, right?
Oh,
They're trying
God.
like just like a hammer and just
Oh,
No, well, you have to you put a
Shards.
straw in it.
same
Well, I
premise,
guess never
yeah.
mind. That's shot. That's just chugging.
It's not really a
It's
shot.
just chugging. You drill a hole
Very
with
effective.
to get the shotgun effect. That my beach beer is a Corona because
I was gonna say a Corona with a lime would be mine.
yeah.
Just
I've been into Modelo lately.
pop one in there.
You been into what?
Modelo.
Modelo.
Hello.
Were you watching the FIFA World Cup commercials?
No. So one of my sister-in-law's friend's husbands is a big fan of Modelo. So we'd go over to their pool and he'd be like, "You want a beer? It's a Modelo," and I'd be like, "Sure." And then I'd have like 6 of them. And be like, "This is great.
would you like one 6-pack?
Thanks for letting me swim in your pool.
Nice. That's nice. Yeah.
I'm sure
Let me
my
think.
child and maybe me peed in it."
I was about to say, and I released the Modelo back to you.
It all comes back around.
full
Yep.
circle.
The circle of pool sharing. Speaking of pool sharing,
Pool sharing. I read a book,
I got none. For
and
that
it
one.
is The Nice House on the Lake. I reread issues 1 through 6,
hey.
and there is a pool in that book.
Is there?
There is. Did you say you read 1 through 6?
I reread the first trade, so I've read
cool.
up to
That's
7.
all
I haven't read
that's-
issue 8,
I've only read the first trade because I'm trade
Yeah.
waiting it.
and
It's so good.
well, so that's the thing. I've been like saying it's great, but rereading it in trade is so much better. Like
That's how I
there's a
read
lot
it.
of
It's
detail in this
incredible.
book that aren't necessarily like things you remember, and I feel like I lost a lot. Like
That
I don't
makes
know, in
sense.
between the issues, there's just some random stuff, but like it's good. I don't know if it is on DC Ultra. But
It is.
Ultra.
1 through 11 is.
1 through 11. 11 isn't even on stores yet.
Well, on Ultra, it's
No, or is it through 10?
Ultra. You get
It's
stuff
through
30
like
days
I
in
think
advance.
I don't think
I thought it
issue
was through
9
11
came
because
out
I thought
yet.
I was just waiting for 1. Hold on. Oh, I got it open right now.
Yeah, I was shocked to hear. I was surprised that more people weren't like woo about it.
I think it's Tynan's best book, like excluding Something is Killing the Children.
I
It has
like it
10
more than
10
Something is
issues.
Killing the Children.
10 issues.
I
is that?
think
It has
it's
through 10.
I think it's Tynan's best. I like it more than Something is Killing the Children.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think like Something is Killing the
Personally.
Children is more popular. I guess it's more
Sure.
accessible too. Like
But
I
I
don't
think
know that like
this is,
Nice
like,
House
my
on the
book.
Lake is like somebody's like I never have read a story before
Oh no,
in comics.
for
You
sure.
don't give them that. Whereas like Something is Killing the Children, you can probably just give that to anyone.
for sure. Which is why I wouldn't give this to like that. But for
Yeah.
my favorite Tynan, this is easily it. I love it. Aside from his Batman run.
Mine would still be the Wolf, but I haven't read this yet.
Unless we're talking about his
is-
detective run was good, I guess.
Okay,
Is-
yeah,
Which
that's
also
fair.
he released something the other day, and I don't even know. I think I caught slight wind of this, but he said when he was writing that detectives run, his goal was to write the Bat family as if they were X-Men,
Okay.
which is like because he says like Batman is obviously Professor Xavier,
Yeah.
and then he like kind of called everyone out on like which X-Men they would be, and I thought that was kind of a weird take,
That's
and I don't. But
really
I thought,
weird.
yeah, that was something
I'll
on
have
there.
to reread his run because I didn't get that from the run.
I mean, it's just kind of right. Like, I mean,
It's
it's
just
it's
a-
the
like
whole
a-
Bat family, and
it's a
like,
group
they
book.
probably have a team dynamic where
Yeah.
you could make that a thing that
Sure.
you could like. I don't know. I would assume that if you read any book where there is like a leader that is an older person than the rest of the team, you could make an assumption and find an X-Men that
That's true.
they would fit the bill for.
There's a
Yep.
lot of X-Men, so you can.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Cannonball.
Like, yes, that is an X-Man.
I have say that can lead in. I've been reading like Uncanny X-Men pre. They didn't have Uncanny on it yet. It's been like that's how you have to search for it.
It was
And
the
they're-
canny X-Men.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's especially for an old, like an old, what is it, Silver Age, right,
Yeah.
Cole?
Who is the lineup?
Yes.
It is Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Iceman, Professor Xavier.
Oh,
Is there an angel?
No, and Angel. Yep, and Angel.
And
I knew
Beast
there
doesn't
was
have
one more.
hair, right?
No, and it's really been bothering me that Beast is not blue or hairy. I don't know when that happens, but I have to read
Maybe the
at
90s.
least.
I don't even know.
I have to read at least as far until Beast turns blue and hairy, because
You're gonna be a little bit.
that's fine, because I am enjoying it. Although it is getting a little bit.
Are you working towards Claremont? Like that's what you want to do?
Oh yeah, I'm like issue 1. Well, now I'm like issue 30, but it's like
like 50 issues to go.
You got some time, yeah.
And I did Giant Size X-Men. I read that, and then I didn't read anymore.
Huh?
I read Giant Size X-Men, and then I didn't read anymore.
That's it.
It took a long time to read that first issue, and I was like,
but the best part of you missed all the best parts, because like the best parts of Claremont are like the X-Men go to the beach.
Yeah.
And like the X-Men go bowling. Like he does all like the like they're having a day off and this is what they're doing. And I love those things. Not enough books do that kind of shit anymore. It's always something serious. And it's like, no, I want to see their off time. It's fun. It's fun to see them like do activities. Like I want to see Cyclops and Wolverine play beach volleyball.
Or what about like having Batman and Clark Kent go to a Halloween party with their girlfriends and wives?
And then they dress as each other. Whoa.
Wasn't that that part of the King run?
Yes, it was. It was definitely something that happened in there.
That was like
and there was like the weird bachelorette party with the Superman.
Oh yeah, and then like it has a weird part where like Catwoman's like, Can I have sex with the Superman robot?
Not so explicitly, but definitely being like, how functional are these guys?
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know, man. I'd probably want to have sex with a Superman robot before I got married if I was Catwoman. Todd, you were dressed up as Catwoman on the picture.
If it's on the table. Sure.
How do you feel about it?
I would feel that way if I was me and not Catwoman.
That's cool. That'd be fun. Just chatting with Claremont.
That was a weird issue, though. That
yeah, the whole thing was weird. Yeah. So,
you want to know who we need? We need Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt or Michael Chiklis.
Or Michael Chiklis.
He's very flexible in the Shield.
I liked him in the other show that he was in.
The other show?
I don't even have any idea.
What other show was he in?
I think he was in another show similar to the Shield.
I mean, that checks out. That makes sense. If it's a robot, you can do it after you're married. Oh, is that the loophole?
Results may vary.
All right, honey, I'm placing the order then. You can't stop me. It's not cheating.
Yeah, and it's not weird that it looks just like Nick.
Yeah, that's just how they show up.
I didn't choose pick that one.
Yeah. I thought it was just gonna be the cartoon Superman, the cartoon version from.
Yeah. Yep.
The weird thing about Michael Chiklis.
Oh boy!
In the adaptation of that the Behemoth book, Motherfuckers.
What?
The M, what is it? It's like M.
Oh yeah.
KS or KZs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Chiklis is apparently in that when I tried to deep dive into his stuff along with Vince Staples.
Good for Michael Chiklis. Good to see he's getting
and Danny Trejo.
Hey, Danny Trejo. He's in everything.
The Peoples.
Danny Trejo is in everything.
I like Beast because like everything's normal, and then suddenly he's just like, oh, no one will love me because of these huge feet I have.
You think like, that's a problem?
Yeah. It's just like, these feet. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, kid. To be fair, in the 60s and 70s, buying large socks was so much more harder to do than it is in current day society.
Can you tell us more about that?
I wrote a paper on it when I was in 11th grade.
11th, yeah.
And yeah, it was weird. There was something about feet there was just this weird gap of feet growing, and sock sizes just weren't market standard to larger feet.
Huh.
All 12 of those rolling.
And I heard
today.
I heard that Stan Lee actually was the founder of the Foundation for Feet Larger Socks.
Bombas.
And Bombas and Toms.
Yeah.
Tom's actually stands for Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, if you mix up all the letters in Stanley's name, it spells Tom's.
Yeah.
It was there all along.
If you put them in a blender,
Yep.
and pour it out.
I used to I have a friend who used to have a partner that every time they'd go to a Marvel movie together, they would ask like, who is that? They'd say Stan Lee. And they'd say, but what's his last name? He's like, it's just Stan Lee.
Classic.
Like, oh, no last name? No, it's Stan Lee.
Lee.
I don't get it.
Lee is his last name. That's what you should have said.
Like Bruce. He's Bruce's brother, Stan.
Speaking of, hi Kenneth Bird. Speaking of Michael Chiklis in a Behemoth book. Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to click that one again, but it is a point to be made. Behold, Behemoth is a book I read today. See, it says Behemoth in the name.
I can verify that fact.
But it's a boom book.
He did read that book today.
Did you watch him read it?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
In fact, I put everything I was doing down and just watched him intently.
It was nice. I actually liked it.
What? Give me a quick
Tate Bromble and Nick Robles.
I like Tate Bromble.
Yeah,
he did Barbarians and the first issue of House of Slaughter, or the first art.
That's how I knew that name. I couldn't place it. The art is amazing. Nick Robles did a great job, and I think he did the colors as well. Nope. Oh no, that's for the cover. Yeah, Nick Robles does the art and the colors, and it is really good. I don't want to go much past this because
is it like a spooky kitty?
No, that's a flashback.
Oh,
it's very much not a kid book. There is a younger person is one of the characters in it, but it follows like a social worker who is going through like mental instability, and then it has something to do with the end of the world.
Oh.
And it gets it's really confusing. They do that whole like you are the main character and you're confused like they are until the end, and it all kind of like doesn't make sense, but you're like, oh, that's the shit that's happening. Got it. Okay. And it's really cool. It's definitely, I've been doing a lot of buy number ones and then get the trades. I'm gonna grab number two of this because I'm pretty hooked. I like it. It's really good. And the art is gorgeous. It's really well done.
I forgot to mention this.
Good work.
But Tate Bromble apologized to me on Instagram.
As he should.
Because the kind of protagonist the bad guy in Barbarian is Detective Cole.
It's cool. Oh. Yeah.
And he apologized. And I was like, to be fair, that character was a character before you started writing this book. So it's true. Not your fault.
But I'm glad he apologized.
And it's a pretty common name.
And it's just, a name.
Apparently for
Detective. It's got to be someone's name.
There's multiple dudes named Detective Cole.
Named Detective.
Is it also,
isn't that the guy
Cole his last name too? Or is
yeah.
So it's not even his first name?
No, yeah. Ooh. Or maybe it is his first name in that one.
What sold out? Behemoth? Behold, Behemoth sold out? Good for them.
It's really good. Behemoth needs to do a book called Boom.
Yes.
Behold Boom.
Well, technically Behemoth is no longer called Behemoth Comics. They changed their name.
Yeah,
Behemoth Comics is like
No, it's Sumerian.
Yep.
That's the one.
What?
Not to be confused Sumerian. With the Chimerian.
Because they were, because it starts with an S too. The Behemoth was bought out by a larger company, and now it's called Sumerian. For the last few months, it's been hit or miss whether a book will be having Behemoth or Sumerian on it, but it looks like everything is now Sumerian. What up, Ignacio?
I did not know that. I fell off Behemoth.
I saw their logo and I was like, what's up with that?
I did see something about him being acquired. They're like a film studio or something too, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, they do films and they're a multimedia. They're Entertainment 720. Multimedia conglomerate.
720 is a good number. That's 2 full spins.
It's 2 times around the world.
Yeah. I finished Joshua Williamson's Batman run.
Oh, nice.
The first 2 issues I liked. The
Yeah,
next two issues were pretty meh. It ended all right.
it ended okay. I know. I was pretty hooked in the beginning, and then I
Yeah.
kind of like was like, all right.
You're just like, you know what? Maybe I just really didn't like Tynan's run of Batman, and maybe this just seemed progressively better. Then it got
Yeah.
weird for a little bit because you're like, why the fuck is Lex Luthor here?
Yup.
And
It's
then
like,
you're just
really?
like, oh, well, I guess this kind of had an ending.
It felt like an end. It's funny because the ending came across to me like how they ended Lost, where like they went 6 seasons, got too deep, and they had to throw together an ending that made sense. Except it was only 5 issues, and I'm like, why is this the ending?
To
You
be
only
fair, I
needed to
read those
track
other
for
4
5.
issues, like,
And
as
that was
they
like
came out.
planned.
Yeah.
That it, like,
You had 5
planned out the
issues
whole
to
time.
plan. It should make sense.
It wasn't like he was like gonna have this huge run, and then suddenly they were like, "Oh no, we got Zdarsky, you're out." Wrap
push
I
this
don't
shit
know.
up.
I don't know that it was
Like-
planned that he was only supposed to. I
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
it was
it was.
short. He
No,
was
it
an
was.
interim writer, but I don't think it was planned for him to do just 5 issues. Was it?
No, it was. They
I think it
when he
was.
signed on, Zdarsky was already on board and going.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was-
know that.
It was known, which is why the fuck if you got 5 issues of Batman, it's a weird story to tell.
Turn him into a pirate. Have him
Right?
just like kill something on some
5
water.
issues of beach volleyball.
I mean,
Let's go.
to be fair, if Batman's a
It's a whole
pirate,
tournament.
if you're on water, I think he could legally kill people and not get in trouble as Batman.
Weirdly enough, I don't think it's the getting in trouble part. That's the thing about his.
But it doesn't
vow.
it doesn't go against his vows because you're on international waters. And
It's not considered murder on international
I won't
waters.
Correct.
murder if it's legal.
It's
or
just
illegal.
aggressive manslaughter in international waters. It's not
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah, that's it. That's specifically. I read a book about it. It was similar to the Stan Lee sock organization movement.
Hey, Travis.
I mean, I've been reading a lot
Does
of
make sense.
detective comics starting from #1, and Batman has killed a lot of people, like a lot. I'm only on not #1. I started Detective 27.
27?
Yeah,
Because it's like, that's not
Yeah.
Batman killing people.
No,
that's some
27.
other guy.
Yeah,
Which I think Tom King wrote a story on him in like Detective 1000.
Yeah.
I know
the
it's
person that was
convenient that
before
anytime
The big
Batman
oversized
kills
one.
someone, they're just like, "Oh no, that's a different Batman." That's oh no, that's not that one.
Silly
to-
Batman.
Have you gotten to the rainbow suit Batman yet?
Oh, I
No,
love Rainbow Suit
no,
Batman.
that's like Morrison.
I think it's like issue like I don't know. Is it? I don't think so. I think it's like early issues.
Oh, I did read that because Zdarsky used it. So I
I say
went
it's been
back
used.
to-
You got used again, but it showed up early. I'm pretty
It-
sure.
he
Yeah,
showed up in
it
Zdarsky's
first showed up in
ones, like-
241.
There we
Yeah,
go.
no, I'm not anywhere near that.
The
but
Rainbow Batman.
no, I'm
Rainbow
not. Not
Batman
the
is
Rainbow
so
Batman.
funny.
Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Anabzur. How do you say it? The he's different colors, but it's not rainbow.
Omnipotent.
No,
Green Lantern.
nobody's
Weasel
reading.
randomly
Zdarsky.
said
Nobody's
Green
reading the
Lantern
Zdarsky
today?
Batman run.
No, I'm not.
I will start it because now I've finished Joshua Williamson's
Yeah, I've
run,
got to catch.
and
I've
I
gotta
have
catch
all
up.
the issues. I just have not read one because I am that far behind in comics. But I saw a guy on Instagram post that he's going to try and read 5 issues of his physical comics every single day for the rest of November, and I might try that too because I am very far behind. And it probably won't be 5 issues every day, but some days, like today, I'll probably read 8.
Do you have a teleprompter?
Fuck you, San Diego. If anyone here is from San Diego, I did not mean that.
No, he
Unless
definitely
you're
meant
the
it.
Giants.
Hey, Cole, do you want to guess out of all the new comic book day books this week what my favorite one was?
Ah, man,
I
it's gonna. I mean, I got a
Nick
50%
does, and
chance.
it's not what you're not gonna guess it.
Oh, is it not a bad idea, book?
It is not.
Oh, is it?
Nope.
I don't even know.
It doesn't even matter what he's gonna say.
Can I get it? Well, is it? Oh, it's not even from this week, is it?
It is
No,
from
it
this
is.
week.
Oh,
It's from this week.
Is it?
Oh, there it is. Zen Zur-En-Ra.
Is
there
can
an
I get one clue?
No.
Is it a number 1?
It
20
is a number one.
questions. 20
It is a
questions.
number 1.
There you go. It's a number
20
one.
questions.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
It's this big. I'll show you.
And
the
you're not gonna
size.
re-show me Behold Behemoth, right?
I am not.
Okay,
That would-
good.
that's a good swerve though, but that's not it.
All right, I'm just gonna go with Deadpool #1, because it seems like the one book that you would read that I would probably never guess, and Nick was like, "You're not gonna get it."
That
It's a
is
good
true.
try. It's a good try. It does fall under the criteria, but
Yeah.
it's actually Monsters of Metal from Opus.
That's a #1.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking that this is. What
It's-
did they have that at our
It's from
comic?
bands. Yeah.
It's
they
a
got-
modern classic, is what it
They
is.
got all 5 covers.
Written and directed and visual by director. Man, I am a fucking idiot. Sorry.
It's written by Jason Lee Howden and Lexi Leon, art by
All right.
Louis Guarana, and colors by Joanna Lufuente. It is about the band Monsters of Metal, but in comic book form, and it's fucking amazing. It's 5.
Oh,
It's-
you want with the Pumpkinhead cover?
I got a Pumpkinhead cover. Look at it. It's so
Cover
fucking
E,
epic.
right?
It's cover E.
Can I tell you my least favorite thing about this book?
What?
The price tag is $6.66.
Yeah, that's just fucking right.
That's-
That's what they've been
that's-
doing for all their heavy metal books.
Maybe my favorite thing about
my
that.
my
book.
Cradle of Filth comic book also was 666.
Did you get the
Wasn't as good.
did you get what's that one? Well, one of them I know, I'm pretty sure one of those books, there's like a comics kit guy doing all the covers.
Oh, I hope that's
The
not
dis-
this one.
The Disturbed one.
Oh, I didn't get the Disturbed
Oh.
one. Yes, because I said
least
I
I
didn't
think
like the
so.
cover. That's
Maybe it
fucking
isn't.
hilarious.
It just kind of looks like
Oh.
the guy that made Pit. But I
Okay.
don't know that is that guy that made Pit.
Nobody
So-
go harass that person, please.
Hi, Tyler.
Do not.
Yeah, please don't.
'Cause it might be wrong.
So, if you want to know why this book is amazing, one, it's about all 5 members, but they're actual monsters, and then they're becoming a really popular heavy metal band. But at some point, Medusa is having sex. The guy moves the sunglasses, and he gets turned to stone while having sex, and you get to see a sheet covering him, but it's tented over his pants area, and
He turned to
Wolf.
stone.
Wolfman says, "Okay, I get to make one joke, just one. He's rock hard." It's so good. Y'all got to get it. It's incredible. I bought this just for the cover. The first 5 pages, I was like, "Oh no, what did I buy?" And then I fucking love it.
So are you gonna trade weighted or are you gonna buy the other 5 issues?
I will buy. I'm probably gonna get all the covers for it because we
Just
got
that
them all.
issue.
Yeah, just this issue, and then I think there's. I don't know if there's another one coming. It's set up to have another one. But yeah, Monsters of Metal, my #1 pick of the week. Sorry, Behold Behemoth and Bad Idea Books. Do better next time.
Why do I keep going back to this Disturbed book? I keep thinking the Monster of Metal is Disturbed, and it's not.
Monsters of Metal.
I got this cool cover, which Nick, you didn't see this, but Andy
Oh,
Butnick did a little cover.
Oh,
This is a
nice.
sketch cover of my daughter dressed as Owlette on Radiant
It's so
Red.
cute.
Ah.
It's so cute.
And it was funny because it says up here like 1 of 5, and Teresa's like, "Did he make 5 other ones of our daughter?" And I was like, "No, that's not even part of the sketch
oh,
cover."
they are both $8.
Technically, that is untrue. They're $7.99.
Stop. I knew it.
God damn it.
After tax, it's
I'm
more
just
than
saying, as somebody that is trying to get into the Bad Idea Fan of the Year Club.
Oh,
Are you
God.
doing it? Are you
Fuck
trying?
yeah, why wouldn't I do it?
Oh, gross!
Yes.
I hope one of you win, and I can just benefit off of you guys winning.
I'm not going to show them to anyone because this is going to be. I'm going to sit on my mountain of #1 fandom. Just kidding. I'll send you a picture. Like,
No,
I did
if
of
you
that
become
one
the
page.
grand champion, you have a party for the whole store.
Oh yeah,
to
for the
show
whole
up.
store. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope one of you guys win because then I'll benefit off of it.
Oh yeah.
I don't
thought
think
you
I'm
were just
gonna-
saying you
I don't
wanted me
think
to
I'm
share
gonna
my
try.
books with you. And
Nah,
Nah, I
I,
don't care enough. I have so many books to read. Whatever. I don't need 15 more.
Well, and it's just 15 books that you already have. They're just
Correct.
separate. It's
Yes.
just the
No,
backups.
oh, they
Yeah.
are.
It's the backups, but on their own.
But on their own. I don't need that shit.
Bad
I'm not
idea.
working that hard for that
Bad
shit.
ideas. I mean, really, all it is like like this week. All you can do to get points is you can post a selfie with each of the pictures,
3. Yeah.
and you put
And
the
you can
posters.
dress up.
Yeah, and I had a cowboy hat, so Daddy became a cowboy.
Daddy
then
Randy,
Hazel was like, "Can I
Cowboy
wear
Daddy
that?"
Randy.
Yeah,
Dude,
It was
if
a good- it was a
the
good
the
job.
grand prize winner, bad idea. I'd assume Matt Kent and company would come to our
Comic book show.
town, and you would stand on a pedestal while they crowned you and gave you a cloak and a scepter and named you fan of the year.
And they'd take me
And then
the comic
they
shop
will
out for
sign
dinner
all
and
of your
drinks.
books.
Yep.
Yeah, they throw a party.
They take you out to food, and I think they even said that they'll take some of the other members of. So, like, I'm assuming, like, if any of us won, they would take everyone that bought Bad Idea books from the Comic Signal out to dinner.
And you get $1,000 to spend at
The Comic
your
Signal
LCS.
in an extra large check.
Yeah, they give you a
the
huge
big
giant
check.
check.
Obviously oversized, I think is what
You
they
get to
said.
keep the scepter and the crown too.
Yeah. Oh, it's and they put your name like on their company letterhead.
Or no, they say that
or
you
whatever.
are their biggest fan in their company letter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so good.
Chris Cantwell writes the Blue Flame, correct? Let me find out.
That sounds right.
I tried to put
You
a
should know
bunch
that.
of the books
Sounds
that
right.
I've been reading in here, but I read that a while ago now. Barbaric, Do a Power Bomb, Erratic, Flavor Girls, Love Everlasting, She-Hulk. I don't have it handy.
I think some people like his Iron Man run. I haven't read Blair, but people seem to like that.
Read him more better.
More gooder.
More gooder.
It's more gooder.
What were you just showing up?
Yeah, it was the Blue
Blue
Flame, though. He did Blue Flame.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. What does that
Yeah,
say?
hey,
It says
people who don't
Orc
know
Island.
This, damn it, Cole.
There's
Ruins.
dwarves in this book, but
No,
they're
there's-
red.
There's Draves in this book.
Oh, regarding
You
the
know-
matter of Oswald's body, I read the first issue of that and really liked it, and then just never got any other books.
Yeah, I didn't finish that at all.
I
think
remember
did the same
seeing
thing.
the cover and being like, I'm going to trade weight that, and I'm still waiting.
Someone's a king or queen.
We're all kings.
We were
Oh,
talking
that's
about
nice.
the Bad Idea crown.
Orc Island came out. It was
Orc
$7.99, but with tax, it was over $8 for us with state tax. If you don't have state sales
Well,
tax,
you technically got 10% off.
you
too,
can get it for
so.
$7.99.
Oh, that's true. We did get 10% off and then 6%.
You know, I don't like to assume everybody who's watching gets 10% off, Cole.
But we did, and
Well,
you
we
were
did.
saying us specifically because we're in the state of Michigan.
How do you know I didn't pay full price?
It has
Don't
a backup
assume-
story.
I assume
Don't
you don't
assume.
even pay like normal prices.
It's true. I might work there. But you don't know. Anyways, Orc Island came out. It's Joshua Dysart, Alberto Panticelli, and Matt Hollingsworth. It is a book about half-elves and living in slums and fighting in poverty.
And there's an island.
And there's an
filled with
island of
orcs.
orcs that we don't get to
Allegedly.
see.
Allegedly.
It's true. It's very allegedly.
And
right
there's
now.
red
Allegedly.
dwarves.
Yeah, there's red Draves in it who are weird, enchanted
There they
slave
are.
creatures that are violent. It is. I really like the book. I hate the backup story.
I thought the backup story was funny.
I did not like it. I didn't find it. I didn't find it funny or amusing.
I
or
assumed that you might have liked it. I don't
insightful.
know.
I like the premise. If you would have told me the premise, I'd be like, "That's going to be a good story."
I mean,
just
to
didn't
be
like
fair,
it.
it's a 6-page story. How can you really make something that great out of it?
The other book that came out this week had a soul-crushing,
Really
amazing
good.
backup.
Really, maybe the best backup.
Yeah, maybe my
Of Bad
favorite
Idea.
backup of Bad Idea. and
It was
great.
mine. I was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
it's Jesus.
It's incredible. Orc Island sucked.
Oh man, I don't know. I probably liked the Arc book better than I liked Powdered
Then Powder?
Days.
Oh, classic burrito. We're back, boys.
So, so the premise of this backup story is that there is an ark that needs to
Oh.
be filled
It's Noah's
with
Ark.
animals.
Yes.
And then
Everything.
the animal, it kind of turns into the animals run the kingdom, and then the weasel is a weasel.
It's kind of like what
Cowabunga.
would have happened if
Cowabunga.
that ever actually happened.
Yeah.
As I think the premise, they were like, "Hey, what if Noah's Ark actually happened? What really would have happened?" and or what is a more plausible thing that could have happened, and that's what it was.
They said cubits.
I thought it was fine.
They said cubits a lot, which I get is a measurement, but
I did like that he was like, "Oh, it's 100
50
cubits away."
Yeah, that's what God said to do.
I did like Orc Island though.
Yeah,
I
Orc
think I
Island.
would
I
like
did
it.
too.
I liked Orc Island. I liked Escape from Wyoming.
That was
a lot better. Just
excellent.
this book overall. I didn't dislike this, but I classic bad idea. I read the covers and I thought I thought this was gonna be the one that I'd love. And then
Escape from Wyoming's cover is incredibly misleading to what the story is.
Yeah, this isn't what it looks like.
And it is a huge.
It's a super cool spot UV. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it.
And you can see
it's
there's a
mostly
figure,
gloss.
There's a figure in the mud or in the blood. You go upside down, you can see there's a face there, except it doesn't want to show up. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, spooky.
And there's a dog.
But the interior is more
lady.
More like that. And
it's great. It was really good.
Yeah, it's about some like there's alien stuff, there's some cap stuff.
Cheers, Manny. Have a good night.
Yeah.
They have to like escape from Wyoming.
Is that what they got to do? Well, no, it's true. It's part of it.
Well,
you might go further than that.
There is an escape.
But you do need to escape from Wyoming first to then go further.
And I wore a cowboy hat today because of this book.
Good cop in a bad place.
Not for Orca. I thought the cowboy hat was for Orc Island.
No.
No, that's what the end.
You did it wrong. Now all your points. I hope they do something like that where they're like, if you do this, you lose all your points.
Can I try to go for negative points and be the worst fan?
You don't get that. Well, probably not.
Cole, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for their like point demands to get more and more ridiculous.
The last week has to be crazy. Like you need to be in Yellowstone. That's how you determine the winner. Who's closest to Yellowstone in this picture?
Yeah. Who ordered a pizza for Matt Kent?
Yeah.
You need to figure out his address too.
Yep.
Good thing he's got a website.
Because it says only one grand winner. It's got to be specific enough that somehow two people don't tie at the end.
No, I think as it goes on, it's just going to get more and more elaborate. So more and more people.
But what if two people do everything?
They'll probably just give somebody else points for like a weird. They'll probably say like, "Oh, well, this person was never given any free book." Dude, they don't care. They're probably not going to even do anything. They're probably going to say
they have to now.
The last week they're going to say, "Oh, you guys paid for us to cancel, so we're not coming out with this final book, and we're no longer crowning a best fan."
They will. Oh, I would,
dude. If they did that, it'd be hilarious.
They'd be reamed for that.
They're
and
already
I think that's
reamed,
false advertising, but that's actually getting into like you're making people dance through hoops with a prize and then taking it away. They'll get in trouble.
I think it's just enough bullshit that they'll do it. Like,
no, this is crazy. If this is what we would do if we had a ridiculous amount of money and people who would jump through hoops for random shit.
Oh yeah,
it's what you do. But they got to follow through.
Yeah, or the last one is going to be like, of all the people, the first one to find us at a Comic-Con.
No, it's going to be that. It's going to be something specific that it's like there can't be
you have to find
people.
Matt Kent at a Comic-Con and first person to put a selfie
take a
with
selfie
Tag him.
with this hashtag. Yeah, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to progressively get more and more.
Who has more buttons? Who has more buttons at the end?
I think that they were trying to say that this fan thing is completely separate from the pins because they're doing it because certain people like have no ability to get those.
There could be like take a selfie with our invisible slab, and if you don't have it, then you can't take that one.
I would just Photoshop.
Just Photoshop.
Right there. If I take a picture, if I print a picture of the invisible slab and then take a picture of me with it, that's me in a picture with an invisible slab.
It was bad enough that today I was reading through it and I noticed that the wording of it says, at one point it says like the selfie is in your LCS. And it was like, ooh, I wonder if people who aren't in their comic shop, if they don't get their points.
No, it's only for the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Woof.
Like on the Monday, Saturday stuff.
You know what I say to all this? Damn them all. It's another Boom book, number one. It came out last week, I think, not this week. But
it did come out last week.
It's week-ish in comics. Simon Spurrier, Charlie Adlard, and Sophie Dodgson. It's about demons. Spoilers? Not really. It's about demons and summoning them and gangsters. I like.
Would you recommend it?
I would recommend it. I'm probably going to trade wait, but I'm excited to read the trade now. That's what I'm doing with 95% of books. So I would definitely recommend it, and it's really cool. And what's up, Chaos? Did you read Damn Them All? I'd be curious because it seems like you would.
I know that. I think
it's
new guy.
It's got a Hickman. It's got a Hickman-esque vibe to it, except it's like if Hickman was drunk and swarthy while he did his graphs.
Cool.
Yeah.
I read, speaking of summoning demons, I read issues 4, 5,
What up, James?
6. Hey, welcome. Of Strange. Clea Strange, who is Doctor Strange's estranged wife.
That's a lot of
Widowed
strange.
wife? Yeah, widowed.
Is that what that book is?
because he died.
He did.
They did a whole thing about it.
Yeah, the death of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that
storyline.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, this book is crazy. I'm just gonna throw it out there. What's his name? Chad McKay.
Sure.
It's probably the best talent that Marvel has consistently putting out books right now. That dude can write a book. I don't know that I've read a book that he is
Zdarsky
on Marvel. That is, I mean, Zdarsky's only doing Daredevil.
That's still is that a Marvel book?
But like he's doing
But going across other things. Yeah,
he's doing a ton of stuff. And like this is crazy because there's so many appearances in this. Like Moon Knight shows up, Jean Grey shows up. There's a full issue of just Wong hanging out. And it's hilarious with
Wong hanging out.
with the dead dog. I don't know what his name is.
I want the title to be that.
Wong hanging out.
Wong hanging
out.
I mean, yeah, it just like I think the thing that he does really good is that like and at least me, I'm a fairly like non-Marvel reader, right? Like I read like 5 or 6 Marvel books maybe, and like he does a cool job of incorporating the Marvel universe into all of his books. They're just intertwined with a bunch of other people. Like even in Moon Knight, like Tigra shows up, and some other random Marvel characters. But I don't know. I've been loving this. A lot of people I've heard mixed things where people are like, I might drop it after issue 6. Which issue 6 is a Wong issue, and it's Wong just hanging out at the bar with no doors. And I think that was a pretty good book.
Nice. That's cool. I'm not reading that, but I don't read like any Marvel, so that's not weird.
I might read that soon. It keeps popping up on my unlimited feed.
Wong hanging out.
So you could probably get to the. I would probably wait until issue 6 is available and read like 1 through 6.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask about. Nice House on the Lake. Is 1 through 6 like satisfying, or
you can find it to keep going,
or should I wait 2 months?
There was a bunch of light.
Or should I wait 2 months and just read?
I would just wait 2 months and read.
I mean, if you're in that position, sure, but if you
you're not going to wait 2 months. You're probably going to wait 4 to 5 months.
Yeah, because
there's already 10 is out.
Yeah, but they're not coming out on a regular basis. Issue 8 came out at like.
It's taken a long time to get through because I've been waiting to read the trade and it's taking fucking forever. So I would read 1 through 6 personally because I don't think you need it, and it would be it might be a lot to read 1 through 12. Because it's a lot.
Yeah, the hard thing is you're gonna want it. You're gonna end up reading 1 through 6 again.
No, because you'll get
12 is scheduled for December, so I could read it if it comes out on time. I could read it in January.
Yeah, just do that.
I have lots to read right now too. I'm still trying to read through Bat manga. It's 1960s Batman in Japan was released in a manga. Oh, it's the last page.
That's not it.
So here's my only beef with it is that they put it in. It's
you
in
have to
DC
read it backwards.
It's DC Universe, and you have it's manga, so you have to read it right to left. But they put the pages in the correct order, so you have to swipe like it's normal. the swiping is normal, but
But you
then
have to
the
read right to
the-
left.
right. So it's like,
Right.
especially if you're reading comics and actual manga and this, it's like
It's
three
weird
different
going back in between.
ways to go. But it's really good, and I love the rogue gallery of Japan is like Dr. Faceless, who loses his face and then doesn't like that other people have faces.
Got to take them off.
So
All right,
he's
real question:
trying
has he
to-
showed
Awesome.
any sort of degree that proves that he's a doctor?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
because
I'm
he
okay
like
with that.
was a professor, and then there's
He has a
Professor?
he has a PhD in
Medicine, or is he like?
philosophy?
the first one is Lord Deathman.
Is he actually got royal blood to be a lord?
Yeah.
Is he,
That is not addressed.
What
So
in the
that's-
world?
That's
God,
open
you
for
gotta
debate.
figure these things
Comic
out.
books these days,
But-
man.
My
So
favorite thing is,
irresponsible.
so his thing, right, is that he commits crimes and gets caught, and then he dies in the courtroom. So
Batman does?
no, Lord Deathman. And so they're like, oh, we can't put him in jail because he's dead. So they bury him.
And then he,
But I'll spoil it. It's the first one. So if you don't want the spoiled, get out of here. But what he does is he knows a.
Let's not leave.
He doesn't want it spoiled. That's smart. It's really good. He knows
Oh,
a
wait,
yoga
now I know how to do
technique.
this. Just mute Nick.
Oh, good. So
What he can do is he can actually stop his heart from beating, and
that doesn't sound
his goons
healthy.
pick him
How
back
does-
up.
He
How
needs
does
to
he
talk to the doctor.
how does he restart his heart once he stops it on
He
his
just
own?
he can slow it down so well
He's
that they think he's dead, but he's not.
Scully.
Actually.
He's Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
So you showed a few pictures, and he had a skeleton face. Does
Yeah,
him and Dr. Faceless get along? Because he technically doesn't have a face.
We don't got
but he has a
faces.
skeleton.
What's
They
up, bro?
probably would.
Friendship.
But he's like my favorite new. Like, look at this guy. He's just.
That's from. I'm pretty sure they ripped off Undertale for that guy.
Dr. Faceless. Hold on, I'll find Dr. Faceless. I want Francavella to do. If I could like afford to pay him for a commission, that's what I would do.
I'm upset because Tynan decided the designer was a good idea when he had Lord Deathman just in the
Yeah.
wings waiting to be introduced.
To be fair, the designer was a very cool concept. It just did a very terrible play out.
Yeah. So instead of ruining that, just bring in Dr. Faceless or Deathman, Lord
Yeah.
Deathman.
There's also Professor Gorilla, who is a scientist. His brain goes into a gorilla body.
Was he a professor or was he a scientist?
The professor was a professor, and then his professor brain swapped into the gorilla body.
Oh, so
And
it's
the
like
gorilla's
superior.
the scientist?
It's like Superior Spider-Man, where they
Yeah, it reminded
swap
me of Grodd.
brains.
It reminded me of Grodd. It was like
Sure.
this is Grodd.
It's Grodd.
But wait, so
and
the
then
gorilla's the scientist?
now
Now he is because the new
was
brain.
in the middle,
But I
and
thought
he's
the
very
other guy was
strong and like. "Rah."
Does he have telekinetic powers like
No.
Grodd?
No,
Well,
I don't.
seems like
What's
an
his-
underpowered Grodd then, and Grodd already kind of doesn't have enough power.
the last one that I read about was the human ball, and he is able to
Amazing.
jump
I've got two of
Jump-
those.
out of the building. Like he can like commit the crime and then jump out of the
Boing.
building. And he has a special rubber suit that right before he hits the ground, he
He super balls.
can super balls away.
Amazing.
Guess what? So like Batman gets up to him and is like kapow, but he just bounces away.
Boing.
How you gonna stop that?
Batarang.
Did he say like hell yeah when he bounces?
Hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
Bounce
Heck
forward.
yes!
Hell yeah.
Heck yes.
Oh, that'd be good. That's as far as I've read those four. They're in arcs of like 3 issues, and they go
Sweet.
pretty quick, but it's fun.
I'm shocked that these aren't more dense. The things you're describing seem like they would be heavy reads.
They're real
I mean,
thinkers.
one of the guys has his doctorate. The other guy's a scientist. One of them is royal blood, and the
They're
other
very
one
learned
just is a
and
bouncy.
Is the fifth one going to
to
be them teaming up against Batman?
To be fair,
oh man,
I think
That's the
Robin
team.
Williams was a scientist doctor in the movie Flubber.
Flubber?
And this is loosely Flubber, right?
I know what you're thinking
Well,
too.
he
that,
has a Flubber suit for Super Ball Man.
and I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, this sounds great, Nick, but it's not worth a DC Comics universe Ultra Infinite subscription.
That is what I'm thinking, but that's what I think about.
But there is
most
like
of this.
60 issues of this, so there is plenty.
To be fair, one story arc of anything is definitely.
So
not
I
worth that
would
subscription price.
just
But
for
the way
this,
that
I
you
would
use
recommend.
it is worth it.
I feel like I need
DC.
more incentive than one story for it because I could just buy it for the price of DCUI.
Depending on the format.
DCUI.
If you bought like an
DCUI.
omnibus, you might not be able to afford it.
I would if I saw a Bat manga like omnibus
hardcover,
I would
omnibus.
for sure buy it.
Well, I'm gonna
100%.
find one, and then I'm gonna call you a liar when it costs like $500.
Well,
if you don't buy it.
Well, I can't
You never
wait.
said
I
for-
can't wait to buy it and shove it in your face.
I'm gonna make a negative ad for somebody about this. Someone's going down.
Bat manga. If it's in print form, I might buy it.
Definitely in print form, but I don't know that well. Wow,
Well,
there's one that's
manga.
99.
How much?
Hardcover.
99.99.
Yen?
It appears to be a heart. Oh, this is the secret.
deal.
Oh, never mind. What the heck is this?
He found hentai.
Well, it says it's the secret history of
I'll buy it.
Batman in Japan. Oh, also this is in Japanese. Oh, maybe it's not in Japanese. I don't know what's happening.
On here, there's sound effects in the background,
Nick,
and then
whatever-
underneath the panel,
Nick, whatever Cole
translates
sends you, make sure to research it before you buy it because it might. It doesn't sound like it's going to be right. Or do buy it. I'm not your boss.
What is this?
He is not your mom. You can
No.
buy it if you want.
I'm not your dad.
You're not my real dad.
Why is Bad Idea sending me something?
Did you
'Cause that's
tag them in a post?
No,
No,
it's
because
you
it's
because your
On the
name is
private chat.
Oh.
It's-
private chat. It's Bad Idea.
Well, I didn't. see
That does
pop
look
up.
cool though.
That does look pretty cool. That's close. This is a book about the manga, probably.
Well, I don't know.
About the manga. And I see
Hardcover
English.
Secret.
I see
secret
English.
history.
Yeah, I don't
One of
know.
them's
I
ripped.
just
Previously-
don't know.
Dr. Denton.
Oh, there's
his mind
Dr.
had been
Faceless right
completely
there.
Destroyed in a failed skin renewal experiment, went berserk and ran amok in the
Yeah,
Gotham City
that's-
Art Museum. Determined to destroy any work of art with a face, he's now on the lam from Batman and Robin. I love.
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
you should just talk to. Well,
That
I
is
don't
true.
know.
He
this
goes
art-
to the art museum and it's all these paintings with faces, and he's like, "No!"
You missed it, Stoney. I'm sorry. That was the
Oh,
opening. I
yeah.
got too hot. So sorry, buddy.
That leather.
And I already erased it, so it's gone forever.
You want to know what I
already-
haven't?
I got a
Done
terms
enough
of
of?
service strike immediately from YouTube.
I've not talked like this enough for the stream. I was planning on wearing a mask and being like, I am Batman.
Meow.
Oh, I was penguin.
Hey,
though. I don't
you're
know.
penguin. Just grab a joint.
Where's your cigarette? I want to smack your umbrella out of your mouth.
Wah, wah, wah,
Whack, whack, whack.
wah, 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 wah.
I'm probably gonna read this because I read issue 1 like yesterday.
Ooh,
Man.
real good.
I read that, and you know, guys, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think we got a golden burrito winner coming up this year with this Night of the Ghoul. I feel it. It's real good.
You guys
Golden
already
burrito
read
for
all of it, though,
best
didn't you?
digital goes to print book. Digital
Dude,
first.
I'm just gonna vote for only Bad Idea books in that category to really fudge the numbers.
That's fine. I was just making a joke because it already won a golden burrito for Comixology.
Oh, that one did.
You were there, Cole.
I
You
was
were a part of
playing.
the
I was
process.
playing along with it, and I thought
Yeah.
he was too.
No, I
I've
did
technically
too, so
only
I was
read
like,
one
I
issue
don't
of
think
it, so
it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, it won
Well, also-
Comixology.
What did you
Guys,
think
you
of
You
issue
read them
2
in
then?
print,
I only read number 1 in print.
so
Whoa.
Did that seem? Was it 8 issues digitally?
No, it's 3.
Stoney needs you right now.
Oh, hey, what? Hi.
Stoney, no, Stoney. You know you
What's
gotta
going
pay
on?
for the OnlyFans if you want.
The only fan comes with flaming hot Cheetos.
Don't swear to Cole. Swear to me.
I am the night.
Nicole Batman voice ASMR is
I am vengeance.
$3.99 a month. You know this. We've had this conversation before.
And I just meow in the background, so
Meow.
fine. I just go like this and meow.
And this is
For
Nick works
40
the-
minutes straight.
Nick works the camera even though it's on a tripod.
Yeah.
He just stands behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh no, I got the eye on
Still
the thing
holding
the whole
it,
time.
but it's a tripod.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not caught up on Batman. I need to catch up.
Well, I mean,
Me
technically,
either.
don't think
I
any of us
dropped
are.
Batman
Yeah, you dropped everything besides
and Nightwing.
stupid Tom King books.
I kept Human Target and White Knight.
Yeah, stupid Tom King books.
And,
the Tom King
Sean
verse.
Murphy.
The King verse, I'm pretty sure.
And then I bought the last Rom V Aquaman.
Did you Andromeda?
Yeah, I didn't read it
Did
yet.
did you finish an arc with Nightwing before
Nope.
you dropped it? That's
nope,
weird.
I just because it's an ongoing, and I know the last issue of the arc always makes me want to buy the next one.
Yeah, but
so
the
I
last
just
issue of
had
this
to-
arc is going to make you want to pick up the ones that you missed of this arc.
I just rip the Band-Aid off, and I will be a month behind on Nightwing, and it
It's
sucks.
really
I
good.
love the covers. I love
By the way,
covers
it's
the
still
most.
really good.
I know it is. It would have to be.
It doesn't.
I mean, it wouldn't have to be.
It would have to be.
Oh,
It doesn't.
in the month of
You read
October,
Fear State? It doesn't.
Does that
have
guy
to
still
be
not
good.
have a heart? He doesn't have a heart yet. He's still looking for it.
Yeah, heartless guy. He's just cutting him out.
Still
I
looking for
did
the right
read-
one.
This will work again, I'm sure. My
pretty
plan's
decent-
flawless.
Tom Taylor book. I read issues 1 through 6 of Dark Knights of Steel. And I
Hey.
feel like that's the only Elseworld book that I've actually liked.
Oh yeah, because
That's
you
the
were all.
only Elseworlds book you've ever liked.
I mean, like I liked like Kingdoms Come because it's
Oh.
not really that much
Yeah,
different.
but you never.
You
You,
don't
didn't like
like,
Deceased or Injustice
No.
or
I don't
What
think
If?
Deceased is Elseworld, is it?
Yeah, it's totally Elseworld.
How is it not Elseworld?
And they're fighting zombie
It's just
stuff.
like future weird shit.
Where they're all no, that doesn't make sense.
where there's just a
Yeah.
plague and people just die all the time.
It's definitely
They're not going to let
Elseworlds.
Tom Taylor just kill whoever.
Because
he wants.
everything that happens in the normal or in regular books is all
Well,
normal.
When that was coming
No,
out,
But
it
there's
was.
multiverse and yeah.
Yeah.
But that's definitely
I
definitely.
like-
Well,
I guess it could be multiverse.
I think I kind of like what ifs only because they're like loosely like one thing and you just kind of that's it.
But that's an Elseworld.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I kind of like those, I guess.
What
because
if
they're like one if.
Sabretooth killed Wolverine?
And it's probably not all of them that I like. It's probably just like a specific one that I read occasionally.
What did you recommend to them based off of Nick's
Dude, you
read?
should have
Oh,
just
yeah.
been like, there's this book called Villainous.
did you
I
tell
heard
him
the-
about
I
Bloodshot?
heard the author's into dudes that talk like this.
Yeah, you should definitely just recommend get on the floor in different LCSs and recommend Villainous to people. What's this book?
That would be funny.
Bloodshoot?
Bloodshoot.
Bleed
Bloodshot.
Shot.
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Yeah,
Look at
gotta
that-
put
look at
that
that
in
eyeball
Unleashed.
pop, man.
How do you leash a blood
You
shot?
unleash. You gotta.
You can't.
gotta
That's
Right,
the
but
thing.
unleash
to
it.
unleash
That's what
it,
you'll
it has-
find out is
but
you can't
you
do
have
it.
to
It's
have
not
a leash.
possible.
Well,
to
he does
unleash
it
something.
voluntarily. The leash
You know
is
what?
at first voluntary.
What you find out is that he actually Bloodshot has
That
you
makes
on a
sense.
leash. I only pulled one My Little Ponies book, Stoney. That happened one time. Well, okay, 4 times because it's a 4-parter.
That's
Isn't that what you do?
way more than me and probably half as many as Poser has.
He has
Half
more than-
might
he has
be
more than that.
cutting him a little bit more slack.
Of
Yes,
what? Half of
yes,
what?
yes.
I was reading.
My Little Pony
Stoney's
books.
tricks.
Yeah.
I said
I
that only
have-
happened
a handful in my home because my daughter.
Well, that's different. Nick's buying them for himself and saying that he's reading them to his daughter. And we
No,
all
I
know
only
that she
read
doesn't.
her like issue 1, and she was like, "I don't like this." And I was like,
Well,
okay.
here's 4 more.
Wait,
You
that's
have
still
"Well,
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
it.
still pull it, and someday you'll like it."
Because
you got-
friendship
it
is
was
transforming.
Transformers and My Little
I
Pony.
can't
or
wait
whatever.
until
Friendship
she's
is
like,
good.
she's gonna be like 15, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, here, check out these comics," and she's gonna be like, "What is this, Dad?" No,
Dad, you are a weirdo.
Dad.
That's how you do. Good work. Yeah, this is usually when I cut it off because it starts becoming a Bronies live stream, and I have to be like, "Well, it's been real, everybody."
I wore a unicorn
I don't know if Todd
costume.
specifically like weirdly went frozen.
for-
He did. I think Todd
No,
weirdly
I just
froze.
stayed put.
Oh,
Oh, I might have
Now,
right
you
at the
got a
right
little
time.
bit of
I
lag.
I
too,
also
I think.
intentionally paused. Perfect. I meant to just awkwardly pause for a while.
Speaking of
This has
bronies,
been Comic Burrito, an interview
I had an interview.
With
No.
Cole.
with I'm Bad Idea.
What, Nick?
I wore a now it's weird because it's gone on too far. But I had a
Perfect.
Speaking of bronies, I had
Soak
a
into it.
unicorn costume for Halloween, and I was walking down the sidewalk with my kids to trick or treat, and keep doing that. But I had a tail, and it was the first time in my life that I ever had a tail. And
I also had a tail for Halloween because I was Greg.
I was just a punk rock.
were you drinking Bailey's from a shoe?
I was not that
Ugh.
Greg.
Not that
I
Greg.
was
Which
Greg
Greg were you?
The green Greg.
Oh, Green Greg. Salad fingers?
I
Oh,
can't
I
think of a word
see.
that rhymes.
I see you are also a man of exquisite taste. Yes. It's
BJ Mask. It's BJ Mask. That Greg. AKA Gecko.
real good.
Gecko? Gordon, you were Gordon Gecko for
Gordon
Halloween?
Ignacio,
Gecko.
we'll talk about it later.
Gordon is the English word for the American name of Greg.
Gecko?
No, Gordon is
Gordon
the English name for Greg,
Gordon Greg?
which is the American name. So it's normally Greg Gecko, but he's English and not American.
And he has a tail.
The green one does, yes.
The green one.
Anyways, I had a tail, and I noticed that I had a tail, and then it was the first time that I think it's the first time in my life I've ever had a tail, and it was a.
Nick
Did you
unlocked
have-
something.
did you
this
have an
week.
I
experience?
didn't not like
Not like it?
I didn't not like having a tail. It was kind of fun.
I hope this
will
doesn't
say.
awaken anything in me.
I
Nick
kind of
is
hope
now-
it does awaken.
Nick is now a
something.
furry. So
Yep, that
He's
happened
like-
real quick.
he's liked a natural his
There's-
whole life. He
There's
got
a book
fuzzy
that
hardcover.
there's a book that came out this week that I'm gonna definitely put in your polls then because it was like called Sweet Land or Sweetie something.
Oh,
That
sweetie.
was obviously a furry cover. So I'll throw that in for you
Yeah, I
and
already
see what
got
you
that
like.
book. I
Cool.
can just give you my copy
Uh,
if you want.
We miss you too, Stoney.
Cole's
I know
like,
that.
I'll just loan you my copy.
Well, he got you into Unnatural, so obviously Cole's your hookup.
I don't think
Yes.
did I get Nick into that?
Yes,
You,
Oh.
you for sure did.
you
I
at
swore
least
that you
told-
actually read it.
about it.
Yeah, I told you about it.
You told me about
don't know.
it.
That's how
And
getting
Joe-
someone into something is.
Yeah. I don't know if he was like, Nick, you should check this out. I think he was
No.
laughing and like,
I just
"Oh, look
kept
at this."
talking
He
about
piques your
it being-
curiosity.
It is your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, they even have a Bohemian Rhapsody version of the Sweetie Candy Vigilant cover.
Oh, was I right about that? It's Sweetie Candy is what it's called?
Well, yeah, here I can just quick share it, I guess.
Oh, we don't need to do this.
Well, it's just the Bohemian Rhapsody version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweetie Candy Vigilant, number 2. Sweetie.
Are these pics having to do with him discovering his inner furry or for Batman?
It's Batmanga,
Oh, okay.
I think. Right?
Well,
Isn't-
Nick will find out.
I think that Sweetie Candy Vigilant, if it's a doctor, could possibly be a bad guy in Batmanga.
Sounds like
what
it.
I've learned is that
Dr.
all
Sweetie
professional
can't be.
doctors or professors are all bad guys. You should not
Heart
trust
surgeon,
any-
number
Yeah.
one.
No, steady hand.
But surprise! Oh, it's Batmanga. Okay, now sorry, Nick. He's not going to help you with your
Oh,
furry path.
is it both?
Twist. Well, it's been real, everybody. We'll probably be back soon. But until
Or maybe
then,
this was the last time you'll ever see us again.
yeah, it might be. But either way, be kind to one another. We love you. And
Guacamole artichokes.
Thanks for getting wrapped up with us.
Yeah, that was the thing. Oh wait,
I'm
Cole,
Todd.
what's your favorite kind of burrito?
So this morning, the burrito that I had, I'll explain to you. It was a normal shell. I had some
Incredible.
fluffy scrambled eggs. We had some sausage.
Ooh, what
Red?
kind of, just like breakfast sausage?
You
or-
hit
breakfast
sausage a very specific way. That doesn't make me think sausage.
Orange, red, yellow bell pepper, and
Ooh.
onion. A little
Ooh.
bit of cheddar cheese. I made
Fancy.
them last week, froze some of them. I take them out of my freezer, put them in my refrigerator, and then bring them to work and eat them at work for breakfast.
Oh my god. Grab a new pants.
Oh, I'm not wearing
Pants.
any.
Perfect. That's
Cole's
why we
not
got to
wearing
check.
pants.
Let's see.
He's thinking about it. He's like, oh geez.
That's just your torso. Torso check.
Oh, sorry.
Huh? Hey,
Socks. Oh, hey
What
there,
is-
pants.
when in
Yay.
Rome. Thanks, James.
When in
Heart-
Rome.
Hearts back to you, James. All right. Well, once again, we love you all. Thanks for getting wrapped up with us. Thanks for our guest, Cole.
I'm a creator at Bad Idea, and you should tell Bad Idea that I am their biggest fan.
Cup.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hashtag
Call to
cup.
action. Good call to action at the end. I'm Todd.
And I'm a Bad Idea.
I'm Nick.
Bye.
YOLO.
This week in comics. This week in comics. This week in comics. This